Fat finger strikes again, and we're back. Went over to my bench and cut out my template and stuck it on some of this plastic. This is a Metra Dash kit for installing a stereo receiver. This was actually a pocket that you would put like the remote control for a stereo in your truck or something of that nature. So I figured that was good enough. It's got enough 90s between here and everything else that should be fine. So then cut it out, that piece of paper, laid it down on a piece of plastic, got that out on the bandsaw, went back to the truck and test fit the pieces until I've got one that was satisfactory in terms of fitting the actual brake and mounting flushly. Prior to me cutting all these pieces out, I took some of that Permatex plastic welder and put it on. Where is it at? It's right here. Put it on 2 pieces of plastic. I made 2 different pieces. I made one that was a straight 90, where I actually just took that little 1/8" piece of plastic and put a nice gob on it and then set it down onto a straight on flat piece of plastic, so it's just 1/8" on a 1" wide and long sheet. And I let it cure for 4 hours and it held just fine. As a matter of fact, I couldn't break it off. This Permatex is actually good up to 3,800 pounds per square inch of pressure, and this is hardly even a full inch right here in this piece of plastic. And well, as you can see, I can't bend it, I can't twist it, I can't peel it off. It just doesn't give. So now that I have my template cut out, I took another piece, a flat piece to match the bottom of the dash, and I put my gob on there. And yes, it looks nasty, but it will work and it will do just fine. I could have done better, I could have smoothed it out better, but I'm just doing a quick, easy fix. And I laid it on there and I've already let it cure. Now this stuff cures in 4 hours and it fully hardens in 24 hours. And you can already see it's only been on for an hour, but it's not going anywhere. You'll actually bend the plastic before you actually more or less stress out the adhesive to the point where it can no longer grab. And I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to put it into my dash. I believe I need this piece right here. I'm going to sandwich it in between the dash and make a little plastic sandwich. So it's going to look like this. Remember, this is the piece that we need with the 90, so that way the tab can go in. And then I'm also going to sandwich it. And I'm going to strengthen it by box ending it. See that? So we're going to make a complete box end. Sandwich all this together. It'll give us a space like that, and it'll slide right in with some adhesive. And Bob's your uncle. It'll fix it, it'll hold it, it'll do just fine. Just like the factory one. If you're really that anal, you can even get in there with a little bit of touch-up paint and kind of just, you know, put some paper down and spray it, and it'll match the dash. Nobody will be the wiser then. This is a $25 fix. In case anybody's aware of what the current price for a used dash out of a, let's say, a totaled 1500, 2500, 3500 C or K series vehicle, those dashes are going for $350. So I figured for $26 between the dash kit from Metra and the adhesive, I was doing pretty good. And I do believe that this is doing pretty good. This is cheap, this is effective, nobody's going to see it, and it will work just as well, if not better than factory. And I do have a feeling that I will end up breaking the other tabs, if I'm an idiot, before I actually break the tabs that I'm going to make. So I'm going to install these soon here in the afternoon. I'm getting ready to finish up making this one here that is also broken. I'm going to let them cure, and I'm going to show you that it does just fine. I know this is not a common problem, but it is a problem. I've seen a couple of threads and people have asked this question, and so I am more or less answering the question with a video. If you like this video or you are interested in seeing more of this kind of content, please just go ahead, throw me a like, or just subscribe to me. It's all I'm asking. I don't make much money, if any money, to be honest. I've actually never seen a cent off of my YouTube page. I just try to provide some decent content for people to look at. Always got a little bit of everything. I'm a pretty big car guy. I do heating and air for a living, so sometimes I'll put up some stuff on that. And just like to help people out and be a part of the community. These are actually, while I'm talking to you, another bit of an update about the truck. These are my tow mirrors. They extend out, and they also have LED marker lights on the side. Got these from K2 Motors on eBay. They were $149. They are excellent. They're very well made. They're solidly built. I did get a defective one here, if you can see. This is not supposed to stick up this far, and it does not hold it. I have tried to take a look at the inside of it. This plastic piece comes off, and you can see adjustments and stuff like that. And I've tried to tighten it up, but it just doesn't do so well, so I'm going to send this back to them. But other than that, for $149, these mirrors are excellent. They're powered. They come with built-in LEDs, like I said. And I will run the wiring for that after I get this repaired. They are a little bit of a pain in the ass. You might want to have a friend help you put them in, just so they can hold this while you're installing the nuts that hold this on and the actual stabilizer plate that goes on the back side of this in between the plastic and the metal of the door. I have the front end ripped apart right now. I think I made a video posting about what's going on with that. We are rebuilding the entire front end. It has new upper control arms. I have completely rebuilt the lower control arm. It has new bushings, new ball joint. Of course, the new upper has new bushings and new ball joint. We have new inner and outer tie rods. We're doing new sway bar bushings. And we're going to do new end links for the sway bar as well. And we're doing the same for the other side. And while we're at it, we're also going to upgrade the shocks. I got a hell of a deal on Amazon for a set of Bilsteins that match the factory shock because they are the identical shock. I believe they were $61 a piece as compared to anybody on eBay or Rock Auto, where I do get a lot of my parts, where they were $79 minimum. So for $61, that was a win, and now I will have a completely rebuilt and fresh front end, minus, of course, the independent front suspension and a couple of the bushings that are in there, which are, you know, holding your IFS and also your motor mounts and all of that. But we'll get there. So that's what's going on there. This is all back together now, finally. Got everything nice and painted up and cleaned. I have the driver's side ripped apart, which I will then finish once I get done with the dash today. Take it out, get it aligned, and put her back on the road. She's a good, solid little truck. Only needs a couple other things to really make me happy. I would like the Pour 15 to frame and a couple other things, so stay tuned. Those will also be a part of it. I am thinking about doing either a Cummins or a 6.5 swap, but I will bulletproof a 6.5 far before I ever even think about putting it in there, and I know everything that I need to do that. So stay tuned if you like what you saw, and I will update you on how the dash repair goes. Thank you for watching. Sorry for the long-winded video, but hopefully this helps anybody who has had this similar situation with their truck. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned.